Hey, Donna Schwartz here. In this weekly practice tip, I want to talk about how to do vibrato on the saxophone. Someone asked the question, Donna, how do you do vibrato? Here's your video. Okay, there's two types of vibrato, but generally speaking, all the wind instruments tend to use a jaw vibrato as opposed to a diaphragmatic vibrato that's mostly used by flute players. So I'm not going to get into that particular one. Instead, I'm going to focus on the jaw vibrato. Well, what is vibrato? Vibrato is, I'm going to call it caressing the sound. Think of really great singers like Caruso, Jesse Norman, UC Björling, okay? Even people from today. I'm thinking Josh Groban. I'm thinking Chris Mann, actually, who was on The Voice. Listen to those singers. Listen to their tone. But listen to what they do with their held out notes. They don't just sing a straight tone because it's not as pleasing to the ears. When you add a little vibrato, a little caressing of the tone, it just makes it sound so much better. It adds color, it adds depth. It's pleasing to listen to. So I'm using the word caressing because that means gentle, okay? It doesn't mean something that's harsh. And it's going to make your vibrato, it's going to make your sound much better. Okay, so now how do we do it? Well, jaw vibrato doesn't mean that we go, don't do that. And we don't move it back and forth so much that we like unhinge our jaw. Basically, the one quick tip I can give you about that, think of the syllable ya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Notice what you're doing when you say that. Notice what it feels like in your mouth. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just like that. So you're going to take your handy dandy best friend, the metronome. That's your best friend. I'm going to set mine at 60. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start it with quarter notes. Now, I'm always subdividing in my head. I'm always hearing not just quarter notes. I'm hearing eighth notes divided into twos. But honestly, I'm really hearing 16th notes divided into fours. It locks in your timing, and it's going to help you with the vibrato exercise. I'm just going to take a concert B flat note, which is G on the alto, and first I'm going to do that ya syllable on every quarter note. So I'm thinking ya, 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 ya. I'm making it very obvious so you can hear it. Now, I'm going to do the subdivision into eighth notes, equal eighth notes. So I'm thinking, ya, 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 very little motion. You may not be able to see anything, and that actually is good, because again, you don't want so much motion there. It's going to kind of make it not sound so good. Okay, now I'm going to divide into threes, into triplets. So I'm thinking, ya, 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 ya. Now I'm going to divide into fours, 16th notes. Ya, 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 ya. That's a basic exercise that you can do. Start off with quarter notes, do a bunch of measures like that. Then do quarter notes, go into eighth notes, do a bunch of measures like that. Quarter notes into triplets. Again, you get the idea. Could you go faster than that? Absolutely. You can do, after 16th notes, you can do 16th note triplets. So you're doing sixes. Yeah, 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 yeah. But here's the thing though, for the purposes of understanding vibrato, you can absolutely do those triplet 16ths. You wouldn't want to play like that though, okay? That's a little bit too fast of a vibrato. It's a little bit too extreme. But for the purposes of an exercise and controlling, absolutely. So let me shut the metronome. So how do you do vibrato? Jaw vibrato, basically thinking that syllable ya, the least amount of motion as possible, and using your best friend the metronome to give you the big steady beat, and then you have to hear and feel the small beats, because that's how you're going to move your jaw to that. Now, the next question I'm going to ask you is, you ready? Answer the question. What style of music or genre do you like to play? Because if you're playing, you know, rock and roll or jazz, more modern type of jazz, are you going to use a vibrato that's going to have yeah in it? I hope not. It's not going to sound good. It's not going to sound authentic. If you think of Louis Armstrong, right? Great, obviously fantastic player. His style of vibrato is very fast. It's different, right? That era of music, that's what the vibrato was. So think about the style of music that you like to play. Do a lot of listening to your favorite players, and listen for the sound, and now that you know how to do it, you could start to emulate them in doing your own vibrato. I hope this video helped you. If you are not a member of my website, sign up at donnaschwartzmusic.com where you will get weekly video tips like these. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care. Have a great day.